Everyone thought the old man was just another washed-up sailor telling war stories. But when the Admiral demanded his call sign, the silence that followed could have cracked steel, because the name he spoke next, Hammer 6, wasn't just a call sign. It was a ghost from the Navy's classified past. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. The confrontation began at a Navy memorial ceremony in Norfolk. Rows of young officers stood crisp and proud, medals gleaming under the morning sun. Among them, an old veteran leaned on his cane, his jacket faded and frayed, his name tag barely legible. Most people didn't notice him, until the Admiral did. Vice Admiral Carver, known for his sharp tongue and colder temper, spotted the man standing near the front. He frowned, recognizing neither face nor uniform. "You there, old-timer," he barked. "State your unit and call sign. We don't allow unregistered personnel near the command circle." The crowd stiffened. Even the young ensign stopped breathing. The old man raised his head, his eyes pale but piercing. "You don't recognize me, Admiral?" he asked quietly. "You should. I trained half the men you're standing with." Laughter broke from the younger ranks. Someone whispered, "Sure, Grandpa. And I'm the president." But the old man didn't flinch. He just stared at the Admiral. The kind of stare that only comes from someone who's seen things no man should. Carver stepped closer, voice cold. "I asked for your call sign." The old man inhaled slowly. The air seemed to tighten around him. Even the flags behind him stopped fluttering. Then, in a low, steady voice, he said, "Hammer 6. The words hit like thunder. Conversations died. The Admiral's face drained of color. He stumbled back half a step, whispering, "That's impossible." For a heartbeat, no one moved. The younger officers exchanged confused glances, until one of the senior chiefs muttered, "Hammer 6. That was the code name of the Ghost Squadron, the one that vanished off the radar in '83. Eyes turned back to the old man. "Vanished," he said, a sad smile ghosting across his lips. "We didn't vanish, son. We were left there." A murmur spread through the crowd. Cameras lowered. The air thickened with the weight of forgotten history. He told them the story no one dared write in the records. The mission that went dark in the South Pacific. A covert extraction gone wrong. Orders that never came. Signals jammed. And a team left stranded in enemy waters for 17 days. Only 2 men made it home. One was him. The other was Admiral Carver. The Admiral's hands trembled. "You weren't supposed to be alive," he stammered. "The report said you drowned." The veteran's eyes glistened. "You signed that report, sir. And you knew I didn't." Gasps rippled through the ranks. A gust of wind swept across the memorial, tugging at the Admiral's cap, knocking it to the ground. No one dared move. Moral tension hung heavy. One man's survival against another's ambition. For the first time, the Admiral lowered his gaze. "I did what I had to do," he whispered. The old man nodded. "So did I. But the difference, Admiral, is I did it for the men beside me." He turned to leave, his cane striking against the marble steps like the beat of a slow drum. But before he reached the gate, the Admiral called out, voice cracking, "Wait, Hammer 6. The old man paused. Carver straightened his shoulders, saluted, and said softly, "Welcome home, Commander." And for the first time in 40 years, the veteran saluted back. The crowd followed, one by one, salutes rising like a wave of redemption. Tears rolled down faces that had never known the man, but somehow, they felt his story, a story of loyalty, silence, and forgiveness. Because honor doesn't fade, it just waits for the right moment to be seen again. And sometimes, the ghosts of the past don't return for revenge. They return for truth. If this story moved you, leave a comment, share your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more real stories of courage, redemption, and the human spirit, right here on Relieved Stories.